After you cut your pork into little cubes, go ahead and rinse it underneath hot water thoroughly to get all the dirt and gunk that's left on the meat off, so it doesn't come out in your sauce or your meat. Once you have completed the process of washing your meat, go ahead and add it to your pan. And then add water to your pan. Because you're gonna slowly cook this. Kind of like a slow roaster, but not really. Once you're done filling up your pot with water, go ahead and place it on medium heat. So as your pork is boiling, go ahead and cut up some tomatillos and some Serrano Chiles and put them to boil. I don't want my chile verde super duper hot, so I cut each Serrano chile in half, and I am taking out the seeds and the stem, and then I'm going to place it in the pan with the tomatillos, and then I'm going to boil it. I am going to leave some seeds in, probably 2, because I do like spicy food, but I don't want it to be super duper hot. So as your serranos and your tomatillos are boiling, go ahead and mince up some fresh garlic cloves so that way you can add it into the blender once everything is completed. Once you have minced your garlic, you're going to fry it in a little tiny bit of oil so it can brown and soften, and then you'll throw it in the blender with your tomatillos and your Serrano Chiles and blend them together. Once your Serrano Chiles and your tomatillos have finished boiling, go ahead and add them into the blender with a little bit of water that you used from the pan that you boiled them in. And go ahead and brown your minced garlic and add it to the blender. Once you have finished browning your garlic, go ahead and drain it on a paper towel so you can get rid of all the excess oil and it doesn't end up in your sauce. I'm going to add my garlic a little bit at a time because I didn't measure it, and garlic is a very powerful taste and I don't want it to overpower the chile. So for starters, I'm going to start with about 1/4 of garlic cloves that have been browned. Mix it in there, and then go ahead and put your blender on and blend all the ingredients together. So here's what it'll look like once it's done blending. You're just going to leave it off to the side while your meat continues to cook. And then you're going to add it into your meat when it's done cooking and simmer it together. And I swear it's going to come out so good. Mine came out really spicy because I put way too much Serrano Chiles. But like I said, I enjoy spicy food, so just be careful with that. Once your meat has finished boiling, go ahead and add it to a different pan. And that is where you'll add your seasonings and brown the meat just a little bit before adding your sauce to simmer. Go ahead and add your salsa verde to your meat. And then mix it all in there together. Now go ahead and let that simmer so your sauce can thicken. In a separate pan, go ahead and start to brown some rice, so your Mexican rice. Only put a little bit of oil. Make sure you brown it as much as you can without burning it, so that way when you go to boil it, you don't have any hard pieces of rice in there. That is very important to follow. After browning your rice, go ahead and add hot water to your pan to boil it. Add the tomato sauce. And then mix it all in there really well. Once you have mixed in your tomato sauce in your water, go ahead and let it boil until it starts to simmer. And at that point, you're gonna lower your heat to low. So once you see it start boiling, go ahead and lower your heat and cover it. Look at your chile verde, so good. sauce is thick. For the beans, I'm just gonna use a can of whole pinto beans because making frijoles de olla is really time consuming, and I made this super duper quick for you guys, so I went ahead and used whole pinto beans because I don't like smashed beans, but go ahead and use whatever you prefer. So I cooked the rice for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I scoop a little piece out and taste it to make sure that it's cooked thoroughly. You don't want to overcook it because it'll end up mushy, so you have to cook it just right, and it should look like this when it's done. And here is the final product, your chile verde, your rice and your beans. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you for watching. Good night.